guys, Chris from Chris's Treasure Chest here. I want to apologize. I feel so bad that I did not post my July summary any sooner. We are on August 18th, and I feel really bad. I've been busy picking, working. Sales have been good, so I finally have had a chance to pour myself a beer and sit down and do this for you. Some really good stuff is sold. I'll show you what they sold for, and I'll tell you what I paid for it. But a couple of things I want to talk about first. JTL Leonard asked me a question on my YouTube channel. He asked me how I keep my inventory organized, and I want to tell you, it is what it is. You got to organize it the best way you can. When I first started this journey, you had, I don't know, 20, 30, 40, 50 items. Now you're talking 1,000, 2,000 items. My wife's got a good system. She went to Walmart and she bought these Rubbermaid bins, and she organizes it as per whatever housewares or collectibles or china, and then that's how she organizes hers. I do mine by cardboard boxes. I kind of know where everything is, but it's getting to a point now where we're going to need to have a better system, and whatever system you use, it works for you. That's what you use. So if it's an Excel spreadsheet, am I going to start putting product numbers on items? I don't know yet. It might get to that. We'll see what happens as it grows. But JTL, that's the answer. Sorry, that's what I have for you right now. If I get any more organized or I come up with a better system, I promise you I will post it. Anyways, let's go to pick of the week. I hope everybody saw it. It was the best product that I found, or best item I found. I made serious money off of that, and I will continue doing that in the weeks to come. Like I said, today's the 18th. Tomorrow is August 19th. We are heading to the U.S. We're going to do some picking on some savers, some thrift stores down there, and we will videotape the whole journey until Monday, and I'll make sure I post that. Okay, here we go. July recap, guys. Really good month. Some really, really good sales. I'm going to start from the bottom, and we will work our way up. This is, I'm going to actually show you this one because I had this forever, and I had it up, low, all over the place, and I finally sold it. I think I paid $6 for it in a local Salvation Army. It was one of these. Nintendo. Oh, actually, hold on. Yeah, Wii. It's actually a Wii one. I paid $29.99, and I sold it on July 1st. I think I paid $8 for it. So that's one of them. The problem with those items is they're long and they're big, and the U.S. Viewers may not know this, but in Canada, items that are oversized, we have a hard time shipping it, and I think that person paid more for the shipping than they did for the item, which was a typical a sale. Let's see here, PlayStation 2. Okay, here's one here. Sold it July 2nd. Yeah, here we go. This is a good one, actually. I picked this up. There you go. A slim Sony PlayStation launch edition. Picked it up, I think, for $12, and it came with a couple of games. And this was actually a garage sale pickup the same day. And I think I had 1 or 2 games, and I think it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. I think I found a few more down the road for like $1 each, and I bundled them together, and I sold them for $49. So, you know what? I made a little bit of money. And from what I understand, and I'm not a big video game seller, is the PS2 Slim is the preferred system to sell. All right. Oh, here's a really good one. Okay. Salvation Army in Waterdown, Ontario. I saw this, and again, some of you know that when you walk into a Salvation Army, they have these glass cabinets, and they're either doing a auction on a Saturday or whatever day, or some of them have a buy now price. And this thing was there for a little while. I think they wanted over $100. I looked at it every time I was there in the cabinet, and it was just too much. There was no money in it for me. But the thing was in mint condition. I could not believe the shape it was in. It had everything in it, the manual. Actually, it had the original registration paper from the camera store that they bought it in. So my wife and I went down there. We were picking, and it was put in another cabinet, and they were selling it for $14.99. And I had a coupon for it, and I think I picked it up. It was all said and done with the coupon and the discount and everything else. I think I paid, I don't know, $8 for the thing, maybe $9. And I sold this to a guy, and it was sold actually 2-3 days after. Look at this. If you ever find these are the ELMO Super Wide F20S XL Film Movie Camera with Case. It was in excellent condition. Look what I sold for, $95.99. Amazing margin. Look at that. Fantastic. So again, if you can find these vintage Super 8 cameras, I just picked one up today, and you'll see that in another video when I'm done, what I got it for and what I'm going to sell it for. Okay, let's go up here. I'm going to try to find a couple more scores here. Well, here's a really good score. Really good score. Back to garage sales. I wish I do more. I wish I go out and actually go to more garage sales. I picked up this set of speakers. Okay, I picked them up for $30. I think you've seen a video. We were talking about it where I was outbidding a guy. I think he was asked. He said 20 and I said 30, and the girl sold it to me. Anyways, look at this. KEF Q. Okay, you see that? See these speakers here? KEF Q Series IQ1 SP3499. Look what I sold them for. $149.99. Crazy margin. I paid $30 for the two speakers, and actually they came with two metal speaker stands I kept for myself. I think those speaker stands sell, I don't know, $80. So there was a good flip there. Let's go back out. Oh my god, I finally sold this thing. I was like, oh my god, if it would ever sell. I think I broke even on this, guys. Tony Hawk shred board and dongle. Sold it for 20. I think I bought it for 7. Made a few bucks. Actually, it sat in my store for many weeks. I was just happy to unload it. So, just showing you that one there. Not a big flip, but hey. Let's go here. Let's go back. Let's see what we got here. Okay, here's a good one here. You guys know I love these. I love these things. Not the first one I sold. Panasonic DMR E55 DVD recorder with remote. $64.99. I picked this up at a Value Village. Savers in your end in the US, guys. I picked it up for I think $9.99. Take a look at that. Nice clean unit. Worked great. That was a really good flip. So what else we got? Okay. Do not remember if I highlighted this. Actually, I did highlight it. I highlighted it on a quick pick. I walked into Georgetown Salvation Army. It was this item, and it was another vintage charger that I bundled with another camera, and we'll talk about that in August sales. But I paid for this thing, guys, $4.99. I think it was $4.99, $9.99. I gotta review the video. If you watch it, you'll remind me. I cannot believe the money I made off of this. If you find these, guys, and sealed, especially sealed, you will make this kind of money. Check this out. See this item right here? Card Scan Executive. It scans business cards. It's got certain software in it, whatever. That's what I sold it for. $149.99. Sold it to a gentleman in California. Actually, he was concerned if it was sealed or not. He was selling it. He was buying it for a birthday gift, and that was crazy margin. He received it. He's happy, and actually, you know, he gave it to whoever he had to give for a gift. There you go. Okay, Quebec. Quebec. We were in Quebec. Remember those videos? I'm just going to go back here. I opened the wrong. Where is it? Okay. Remember we were in Quebec City, or I think we were in Montreal. I can't remember. We were at a Value Village. We came out and I bought a vintage Toshiba cassette deck. I don't remember what I paid for it. It could have been $7, $8, maybe $10 at the most. It was actually not working. It worked, but it didn't work. What happened was, so you guys know on tape decks, there's a little rubber band or rubber belt that goes around, and they eventually wear out. This was a vintage Toshiba. Again, I sold it for $69. The gentleman paid good money for shipping. I think it went to Eastern Canada. I can't remember. Here's the model number. PC4460. Look at the money, $69.99. Again, shipping, I can't remember what he paid. I probably made $2-3 off of shipping. But I am starting to look for these cassette decks, and you will see why on future videos, especially in the August recap. Making great money on them. I think there's a big surge of them coming back, especially the older units. Let's see here. Maybe we'll do a couple more. Oh, here's a really good one. When you go to Value Village, and especially beside the electronics section, where all the VCRs and turntable, whatever they have, there are the little bags, and they kind of bundle stuff together and hang them. I always go through it because I like getting the remote controls or whatever I can find. I found this. Okay, I paid $4.99. It's a Bose CD player with a really expensive, rare expensive headset. Both working condition. Tested it. I sold this to a guy in Quebec. Check this out. There it is. There. That's what it looks like. The CD player is TPCD-1. And the headphones are TP-1A. If you just find the headphones alone, they go up to $89 if they're in package. I took best offer. I made huge margin off of this, guys, and it was working great. The guy's got it. He's happy as hell. It's a Bose system. There you go. So again, those little bags that are off to the side, you really have to go through them all and search, and you'll find stuff. Let's see what else we got. I'm just trying to find some big stuff here, guys. Oh, here's one. Not big money, but Value Village, North Brampton. I think I picked this up for $8.99. Had it for sale for a little bit, and I'm looking for them every day. Again, my Super 8 cameras, projectors. There you go. There's this one here. Canon. It's called a Cinefilm Projector S400, 8mm, excellent condition. Sold it for $64.99. This went to a guy in the U.S. and I think he paid $42 for shipping because of the weight, and he wanted this specific model. I remember talking to him back and forth. He asked me a bunch of questions, but this thing worked amazing. The lamp was working properly, all the parts were there, and yeah, no problems. Okay, where is it? Is this the one? No, I'm going back. I think I'm gonna see if I find it. I sold this thing twice, and the problem was the people didn't want to pay for shipping. So here it is here. Here it is here. Okay. Remember, a friend of mine, I bought a bunch of RCA laser discs, whatever they were, and Cal, my buddy Cal, had a store and he was liquidating stuff off. This is the Betamax I picked up. I paid $20 for this unit. Okay, here it is. Okay, Sony SL HF 300. Look what I sold it for. $179.99. This was July was crazy. Crazy margins on a bunch of this stuff. But again, if you've, I don't know if you'll ever find something like this. It had the manual, it had the original box, the original styrofoam. It powered on perfectly, but I could not test the player because I do not have a Betamax tape. And as you know, it's a defunct system and they're very hard to find. So I sold it as is, and that's the money I got for it. All right, let's see here. Oh, here we go. One more for you. Every time you go to these vintage stores, you will see these. Now, there are lower end brands, but Panasonic, Sony, JVC, they're the ones you want to look for. Back in the day when these were made, they were very, very popular. And there's a lot. I got two other ones I haven't listed yet. You can pick them up for $1, $2. But some of them, depending on the model number, you can get huge, huge money for it. But here it is. This is what I want you to look out for. These are vintage transistor tabletop radios. If they're in good shape, you get good money. Look at this one. I sold it for $29.99. It's not huge margin, guys, but you can make a lot of money off of them. They just sit there and rot. People don't pick them up. So just another tip for you where you can make a little more money on some of these vintage old transistor radios. They always test them. Typically they have the power bar there. You know, plug it in and make sure they work before you bring them back. And now another thing I wanted to talk about, and it's on my list, Craigslist Hunter. If you guys haven't gone to his YouTube channel, go do it. He's a great guy. He's talking about, he sells a lot of vintage electronics, okay? And what he's doing, he buys them. If you can't sell them as is, if they're not working, the guy's a genius. He's starting to take them apart and selling the parts of the unit separately. It's very, very smart. And I started thinking about this, and I started looking at it. And not so much vintage. I run into vintage stuff, but not as much in Canada as the US. But you look at the D-Link or the Linksys routers that are out there, the antennas that are on the back. I wish I wanted to show you. They break constantly, and they're selling the older models for nothing. You could buy them for $1, $2, and you're getting two things. If the AC adapter's there, even bonus, you can sell that for $12. But those 2 antennas or 3 antennas, they're going easy for $20, $30. People are replacing them because they break. Now, I started thinking about that, and I'm starting to buy them, and I'll let you know how I make out in the next month and a half, because I'm slowly taking them apart, and I'm collecting just those antennas that go on the back. And I'll let you know. But watch Craigslist Hunter. He's got a couple of videos just recently in the last month where he's taking reel-to-reels apart or old vintage cassette decks or receivers, where he's selling the knobs, just the knobs alone, for $80. But that's just a tip for you. Take a look at his YouTube channel, and you'll see. Anyways, guys, that's where we're at. Again, I apologize for not being, putting this video out sooner. Just so busy. I've got a ton of stuff I'm going to show you. Let's just take a quick walk. And I've been picking like crazy, and just crazy stuff. Look at this. I got a bunch of. I got actually a PSP that I picked up. I got a bunch of Transformers figures, a bunch of new electronics. Just some more of those projector slide units, a bunch of stuff. So what I want to do is I will update our trip coming up. Again, please, hope you like the video. It helps me out big time. If you're a new viewer, please subscribe. If you want to leave a comment down below, like my buddy that asked me the question on inventory, I'm more than happy to answer it. Anyways, Chris from Chris's Treasure Chest. Guys, we will get some more videos coming up in the next, 5-6 days. And I promise you my recaps will be a little bit more. As for Pick of the Week, I do have, and I'll show you what they are. There's 2 of them right there. And I will let you know what I bought them for and what they're worth and if I sold them. So that'll come up real soon. Anyways, guys, have a great night and we will talk to you later.